everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne. Welcome to my due date. Yeah, today is Tuesday the 7th of July, which is my estimated due date, and nothing is happening. Baby is nice and comfortable in there and there's no sign of anything happening today. So I thought I'd come on and film a little bit. My plans for today are to work with this fabric here. So this fabric was sent to me by Laura from Material Girl Laura. She asked if I would like to write a blog post for her website making some children's clothes, which obviously I'm doing a lot of anyway, so I said yes. I love supporting Laura. She's a really lovely person and her business is great. I love buying fabrics from her. So she sent me a metre of this amazing raccoon print cotton jersey. So I was thinking what I could make, and I've decided to challenge myself and see how many garments I can make for baby using this 1 metre of fabric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look in my stash of scraps and like baby clothes fabrics and see if I can find some plains that will match in with it. So I'm going to be looking for maybe this colour, maybe even this colour, or even the grey of the body of the raccoon would be fine. But I think mainly I'd be looking for like sort of turquoisey, minty green kind of shades, and I'm sure I've got some of those. So I'll be able to use those for things like waistbands, neckbands, things like that. So my thoughts are, once I've pulled all of those out, I'm going to put them all out on the floor, have a look at what I've got, and then firm up the patterns that I want to make. I'm thinking Made by Jack's Mum harem pants with a Made by Jack's Mum Explorer Raglan t-shirt. Then the, what's it called? Honeydew hoodie from Poppy and Jazz as a little jacket, which will be reversible. So this on one side and then a plain on the other. And hopefully a pair of Made by Jack's Mum over-it-alls as well. Again, reversible with a plain side and a pattern side. Then if I've got any left, I'm going to maybe make a hat and a bib, and we'll see where we're at. That would be a lot to get out of 1 metre of fabric with a few scraps, but I'm hoping that it's achievable. I'm going to make them in 0 to 3 months size because we are going away at the end of September just for a UK break, but myself and Sam and the baby, and I'd love him to be able to wear all of these outfits when we're there. So at that point, the end of September, he'll be just over 2 months old, so I'm going to make them in 0 to 3. So that is my plan for today, and I'll take you along for as much of the journey as I can. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hi, I'm back. I've just been for my lunch and a little dessert afterwards. Well, I say dessert, it was 3 slices of saurine with chocolate spread on, but that's sort of dessert, I suppose. Right, so back to the fabric. So I've had a little look through my stash of scraps and small pieces of jersey in plain colours that might go. So I'm going to like put this here. So I've picked out this one. I've got quite a lot of this actually, and that matches exactly that leaf colour there. So that is a good option for doing contrast bits. Then I grabbed this, but actually I think that's going to be too dark. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Let's get rid of that one. I've got a small amount of this ribbon, which definitely ties in with that colour there. So I'll keep that out as an option. Then I grabbed this one, but actually that might go with like that colour. So that is an option. Possibly if I do like the over it alls or the honeydew hoodie, this could be one side and this the other. And then I've also got this cable knit, which does go. So again, that could be the reverse of maybe the hoodie. That would look nice if I do the reverse of the cable knit fabric and then that as the other. So, plans. Made by Jack's Mum t-shirt and harem pants with probably this, because I don't have enough of this ribbon to do I? To do waistband and cuffs. I'll see if I've got enough of this. If I've got enough of this, I'll use this ribbon because I think these three colours all work good together. They're all more of a greeny shade, whereas this is definitely more of a blue. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and work with these three to put together as many outfits as we can using my 1 metre of fabric. So I'm going to make a start on cutting out. I'm not going to film it purely because I'm 40 weeks pregnant and it's going to look pretty terrible, me clambering around. Actually, I don't know, should I do it on the floor? Maybe I'll do it on the sofa. I've got my cutting mat on my sofa bed over here, and I could be kneeling on the floor on a cushion and then cutting out on the sofa, so I'll do that. But again, I probably won't film it. I'll just come back and show you what I managed to get cut out. Bye. Hi, I'm back. I thought I'd just come on and show you what I've managed to get cut out. So I did some more cutting out, then I went for a little walk with Sam, and then came back and finished off cutting out. So let's see what I've got. Well, first of all, I'll show you the scraps that I've got from my 1 metre of fabric. This is like a little pile of, you know, unusable scraps, like this sort of thing. So they will go into my bag of scraps to go into a closet case poof, I think. Then in terms of usable fabric that I've got left, I have this piece, and I've got this piece which is quite big, so I'll definitely be doing something else with that tomorrow. I just need to think first. So what I got cut out was a teeny beanie. So this is the knotted hat. So we've got that fabric for the main part, and then the cuff at the bottom will be in that fabric. So we've got a hat. We've got a bandana bib. So this will have toweling on the other side, but there we go, we've got a bib. It's all in bits here, so I'm trying to find what I've got. This is the hood from the honeydew hoodie from Sew Over It. So I've got all of the pieces cut out in that fabric for one side, and then we've got the reverse, so the lining in that. So it's going to be a double-sided hoodie. Right, then we've got the Made by Jack's Mum Over It Alls. I went for the short version to save a bit of fabric, so they're not full length, they're like shorties. So we've got that on one side and that on the other side, so they're fully reversible. And then they're the cuffs. So that's that. Then we've got the Made by Jack's Mum Explorer Raglan Tee, which has got a body, front and back, sleeves in the same fabric, so the whole t-shirt's going to be like that. And then we've got the neckband that's going to be like that. What I did try and see before was if I had enough of the fabric and enough of this fabric left to make another raglan tee with like the plain body and just the raccoon sleeves, but I didn't quite have enough, so I had enough for the sleeves, it was the body, the front and the back that I was struggling with. But I'll pond that one. So yeah, we've got a t-shirt. And then we've got a pair of Made by Jack's Mum harem pants with the cuffs and the waistband. So I don't think I've done too badly. Trousers, t-shirt, overalls, hoodie, hat and a bib with that 1 metre of fabric with some plains to add in for the contrast. Plus I've got some left over. I'm wondering if I might just make a little wee-lap tee from Patterns for Pirates. I might be able to fit that out of this fabric and the minty one that I've got left. We'll see. I'll have a little play around and see if I can manage that, because I definitely want to use up that bit that I've got left. I don't just want that to go to waste. So I'm really pleased with everything that I've got done there. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Going to go and watch football with Sam, and I'm going to order an Indian takeaway, so I'm going to have a nice spicy curry and see if that makes anything happen. If it doesn't, then I'll get back to some sewing tomorrow and I'll start sewing all of those up. What's nice is they're all the same colours obviously, so I can set up my sewing machine, set up my overlocker and then just work through everything. So part of me really does want to do that and is really excited to get sewing, but at the same time I'd quite like to be having my baby tomorrow instead. So we'll see what happens. So I'll leave it there for tonight and I'll come back tomorrow unless I'm in labour. Bye. Hi everyone, it's Wednesday the 8th of July, which means one day past my due date and I'm here and no sign of baby. I just thought I'd pop on and tell you what I'm up to at the moment. So I've just been assembling a PDF pattern and tracing it off in 0 to 3 month size, and it's the Sundowner sweatshirt from Made by Jack's Mum, because I'm hoping that I might be able to make that out of some of the fabric that I've got left that I was using yesterday. So fingers crossed. I've just got the hood piece left to trace off, but now Ziggy's come and plonked herself on the desk and I've got no space left to do my tracing, so I'm just having a little break. I nearly didn't come on and film because I've got no makeup on, and I never film without makeup on, but I've decided to embrace it. I've figured that once baby comes along, there's probably going to be quite a lot of makeup free days because it won't be my priority. So I'm embracing the fresh faced look. Yeah, just about embracing it. So I've got my midwife appointment at 12 o'clock, which is in 2 hours time. So I'll be popping off to do that, but hopefully I'm going to finish tracing off this pattern, see if I can get all the pieces out of the scraps of fabric I had from yesterday, and then I'm going to start sewing. I think I'll need to set up my overlocker and my machine with the correct threads and then start putting everything together and see how much I can get done today, because who knows, baby could arrive any minute. Okay, so I'll catch you again in a little while. Bye. Hi, just to come back on and say I've just managed to cut out the Sundowner sweatshirt pattern by Made by Jack's Mum. So the fabric I've used for the outer, like the main hoodie, is this. Now this was a remnant that I had from First for Fabrics that I used for the honeydew hoodie yesterday that I cut out. I think I had ½ metre of that. So I've managed to cut out the whole hoodie sweatshirt pattern from that with the hood lining out of that fabric. So baby boy is just going to have a whole capsule wardrobe based around this fabric. It's awesome, but I'm really pleased. I really wanted to see how many garments I could get out of that 1 metre of fabric, and I'm really pleased with what I've managed to get done. So I'm going to go and set up my machines now, and then I'll come back to you when I've done a bit of sewing. Bye. I forgot to show you what I had left over in terms of fabric. So yesterday I showed you all of the scrappy bits that I had left that will go into a closet case poof or something like that. And then I had the usable fabric left, which I've now used to cut out the hood lining. So what I've got left in terms of possibly usable, but I'm not really sure what for, is this bit here. And then now we've got this, which might have to go into the closet case poof as well. That section there could possibly be used for something. That bit plus that bit would be big enough to do the sleeves on the Explorer raglan tee. Yes, I think I'll put those two aside for that. But then I'm just going to cut off the little scrappy bits that can't be used. There we go. That's not bad going, is it, for a metre of fabric? Right, I'm going to go and start assembling now. Bye. Hi, it is Thursday, the 9th of July. Thursday the 9th of July, and I thought I'd pop back on, let you know that I'm still here. Baby boy still has not made an appearance. So I've just been doing a bit of sewing. I've set up my overlocker with 4 colours of thread that kind of tie in with the fabrics that I'm using. I'll just turn you around and show you. I've gone for this blue one as my left needle, as I've been sewing the blue fabric. But then also it doesn't actually show through when I've been sewing this fabric as well. So I tested it first and did a line of stitching and you can't see anything through. So I've just kept it in that order rather than switching the left needle around to different colours. So what I've just done is sewn all of the seams that I could sew. So for example, this is the hood from the Sundowner sweatshirt. I've got the hood from the Honeydew hoodie. I've got teeny beanie. So all of the bits that I could sew without having to get the iron out, I've done. And now I'm at the point where I need to get the iron out and press those seams before I do anything else. So I'm going to do that. I'm also just going to have a little walk along the road and back. I can't walk very far at the moment because I need a wee too often. So when people are saying go for a long walk to try and get baby moving, I can't do it. I don't know how pregnant people do it. I can manage about 15 minutes and then I need the toilet. So anyway, TMI. I'm going to go for a little waddle along the street and back again and get a cup of tea, and then I'm going to come back up and set up my iron and press some of those seams, and then I can carry on with the next step. But yes, I thought I'd just check in and let you know how I'm doing. I'm really enjoying actually doing this kind of batch sewing situation, so I would recommend it if you want to maybe sew some things for a baby or young person in your life or that you know. This is a really good way of doing it because I'm actually going to get so many things done today. I should have everything finished by the end of today. I say that, but I should. Right, I'll check back in soon. Bye. Hi, I just wanted to quickly show you where I'm up to. I'm working on the Honeydew hoodie by Poppy and Jazz, or Sew Over It, and I've basically got the outer and the lining attached together, well clipped together, and I'm going to sew it all together, leaving a gap at the bottom, and then I'm going to turn it out the right way. So I thought it would be interesting to just show you that, and then I'll birth the coat after that and you'll be able to see it the right way around. So I'll come back to you soon. Thought I would just film the process of me turning this coat out. So I think I'll get into the corners once I've done the whole thing. So cute. there we go. So we've got the lining in there, and then this is the outer. Oh, it's just so adorable. Got the hood with the lining. I need to just go around and just, you know, press all of these seams and make sure that the lining is pressed to the inside and the corners are pushed out and things. But it's just looking so gorgeous. And then I'll need to just stitch up in there, but I think that comes later on because we need to do the sleeves next. I think that's the next step. So I'll come back to you once that's done. Hi, so I've got my jacket now with the lining all inside, the outer like that. The sleeves are now done and finished, and the only things left to do are closing this gap and then top stitching all the way around. So you top stitch like all the way around the edges of the hoodie and around the hems of the sleeve, and then we'll put poppers on at the end. But I'm really happy, it's so cute. So I'm going to leave that one there for now because that's going to involve my sewing machine, and I'm going to carry on with something else, maybe the sundowner hoodie from Made by Jack's mum. So I'll get cracking with that and then I'll come back to you and show you my progress. Hi, so just a little progress update before I go for my lunch. It's 2 p.m. and this is where I'm up to. So I showed you the hoodie, the honeydew hoodie reversible thing, that is waiting to be top stitched. Then I've got the sundowner hoodie, sundowner sweatshirt from Made by Jack's mum. So I'll just turn it the right way out for you. This is what it looks like in the body. I love the curved seam that comes down the front here. You could have pockets there, but for a 0 to 3 month old baby, I don't think pockets are necessary. So that's the body of the jumper, and then we've got the hood lined with that amazing fabric. So why I've stopped with this one is because I need to top stitch all the way around the front of the hood before I then attach it on. So I'm leaving that for now. So that's waiting to be top stitched. Then I've just made the harem pants. These are done, they just need a little press. Adorable. They're such a quick make. It's amazing. So they're done. Then I've got the raglan tee, which is done except for the hems of the sleeves and the bottom. I realised I thought I was careful when I was cutting out, but obviously not. So I've ended up with, right at the front of the neckband, like the body of a raccoon. So then baby is going to look like he's got his head and then the body of a raccoon, which is quite cute, I suppose. So there we go, that's just, like I said, ready to be hemmed. And that's where I'm up to. So I haven't done anything with the over-it-alls because I'm going to change thread on my overlocker. I'm just going to switch the needles round because the fabric I'm working with is this one and I don't want that dark blue thread to show through, so I'm going to change them round so I've got a closer colour to that. But I'm going to go and have some lunch first because me and the baby in my tummy are peckish. I think I've got soup for lunch. Soup and bread. How exciting. But hopefully after I've had that I'll come back. Although often after I've had my lunch it becomes time for a nap, so we'll just have to see. But I'm sure I'll come back at some point later anyway. Bye! Hi, it is Saturday the 11th of July. I'm still here. Baby's still here inside me as opposed to having been born. So yes, he's just super comfortable and that's okay. I'm being patient, sort of. I thought I'd come on and show you what I've managed to get finished in terms of the baby clothes I've been working on this week. So we've got his little t-shirt, which is just adorable. So it's the same cotton jersey for the whole thing except for the neckband, which is done in ribbing. And that was just all sewn up on the overlocker and then hemmed with a zigzag stitch on my sewing machine. And then his little harem pants, which were completely made on the overlocker. Again, the same ribbing for the cuffs and the waistband. We've got his little hat, his little teeny beanie, completely made on the overlocker again. Then we've got his little, where Ziggy is right here, looking out the window. We've got his little hoodie. Oh, look at that. It's so cute. So it's completely reversible, so I can undo the poppers and have it with this fabric on the outside, which is cool. Poppers were just applied using my Prim tool, pliers, essential. What else was I going to say about this? Ziggy, what most ideal of places for you to be. So I think when I left you last, it still had the gap at the bottom where we turned it through. I just hand stitched that, and then you top stitch it all the way around the outside. So I put on a walking foot to help me do that, because the two fabrics are very different in composition. So we've got the quite thin cotton jersey, and then we've got this cable knit jersey which is quite thick. And then when you're top stitching it round, you've got those two layers, but then you've also got where you've overlocked, so that's another two layers with the overlocking stitching. It's quite a thick amount of fabric to get through, so the walking foot was amazing. The walking foot was sent to me by Laurel from the Maker's Merchant, which was Loobidoo Fabrics before, so I was part of their blogger team, and then she's rebranded as the Maker's Merchant, selling a lot more general craft resources and sewing paraphernalia rather than just focusing on fabric. So she's going to have a smaller range of fabric but a wider range of other things like haberdashery, sewing tools, cricket maker and all of the bits that go with that sort of thing. So she contacted the blogging team and said, you know, do you still want to do blogs for me? If so, you could choose, rather than fabric, you could choose a pattern, a sewing machine foot, a craft kit, things like that. So I opted for the walking foot for my machine, and I'm going to do a little blog post about that. So I tried it out this morning, Ziggy again, and it's been absolutely perfect for doing that. I think my machine would have struggled with a normal foot because it wouldn't have moved the fabrics through at the same pace, which is what we need. So I'm really chuffed with that. So that's like a whole outfit that we've got so far. So then I've just got the overalls to work on, and then the sundowner sweatshirt, which is in two bits, hood and body at the moment. And then I've got the bib just to finish off. But I thought I'd just come on and show you those things up to now. And then all of these makes are going to be on the Material Girl Laura blog, so I won't show you the other things completed. You can catch everything over on the Material Girl Laura blog very soon. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching along with me this week and seeing what I've been up to. Again, like I said in my last video, I don't know when I'll be back next after this one. It entirely depends on what happens with the baby. Currently 4 days overdue, but that's fine. Sort of expected, really. But I hope you've enjoyed and been inspired by the things I've been making this week. If you don't already, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. I hope you're all well and happy sewing. Bye. Did you not want to get on camera today? Nope, on the floor. Bye. Then we've got, oh God, wow, I'm very warm. I've got a big fan next to me here, but obviously while I'm filming I have to turn it off. So when it's not on, whew, it's hot.